Hey guys, Dino Gomez here from Dynamic 365, and today in this week's episode we're going to be talking about whether Shopify is still profitable. We're going to be talking about the number one reason why 99% of e-com experts fail, and then we're also going to be talking about the business that has grown to $8.5 billion that you need to watch out for if you're getting into dropshipping. Let's get it started right now. Please don't do coke in the bathroom. Are you kidding me? All right, it even comes in purple and pink, and it's only $3 and it has 472 reviews. This is insanity. Guys, what I want to talk to you about today is this, Wish, and I want to talk to you about whether or not dropshipping is actually dead. Well, here's some crazy things that are happening right now. Wish right now, if you're not familiar, Wish is this trending mobile app, and it's been trending for a long time, for a couple years now. Guess what? It has over 500 million users. 500 million users are shopping on Wish. Look at the prices on some of these crazy outfits and things. $1, $3, $8, $20, $11, $6, like all types of crazy things, even numbing, skim cream, weird stuff, long socks, crazy sunglasses and boots and jerseys and super slutty outfits and cool things. And here's what's crazy, guys. If you think you can start a Shopify dropshipping store and compete with a company that's worth $8.7 billion, has 500 million users, then you're out of your mind crazy. Okay, you're out of your mind crazy. Let me just show you a couple things that doesn't make any sense at all. Okay, like check this out. Let's just say I want to buy this right here. Really cool, hip, sleeveless, like mini dress. Okay, cool. It's $9. It has 5,000 reviews, just about. It's basically $8. Okay, let's just say I want to buy this. All right, here's why you're not going to be able to drop ship this product and compete with Wish. First off, the price point. They're buying in mass quantity and supply, so they're going to have a lower price point than you. Here's the thing, guys. We all know with dropshipping where it all stems from, right? It all stems from like a couple different places. Like number one, it stems from like Alibaba. Well, here's that exact same outfit on Alibaba. So, okay, we get it. You can create a Shopify store if you want, and you can drop ship this cool sleeveless striped sweater vest thing and sell it to the ladies and so forth like that. And we get it. It's cheap and so forth, but again, you have to buy a minimum of 30 pieces. Then you're gonna have to warehouse that if you're actually gonna do the shipping yourselves and deal with the returns and all that craziness. That's a whole mess. We are talking about drop shipping, so that necessarily wouldn't be drop shipping, but still, your margins are gonna go up if you're actually gonna send this to a warehousing facility that's going to do the drop shipping for you and actually ship the product for you, okay? And when you have those costs involved, even buying at this type of quantity, guess what? You're not going to compete with the, what is it, $7.5 billion valuation that Wish is. Let's see, Wish is valued at $8.5 billion. Okay, they raised $250 million. All right, so they were basically a drop shipper that was able to raise $250 million, and now they're valued at $8.5 billion, and they have 500 million active users. So I don't know how in the world you think you're gonna create a Shopify store, put that up, have no online experience, not know how to run Facebook ads to even get traffic to your store, and think you can actually compete with this, guys. It is absolutely insane. Now here's what's crazy, guys. Again, people don't realize this, but online shoppers and consumers and stuff are getting smarter. Now look at drop shipping from Alibaba and from DHgate and from all these big suppliers out in China and stuff like that. Like the word is out. We can get stuff there cheap, and we know we can do e-com with it if we want. We can try. But here's one of the things you might not know, guys. There's a website called TinyEye, and basically what it does is a reverse image search. So it will literally, you can upload an image to this website for free. It will show you every other website online that has that exact same image. All right, so all I did is I went to Wish, I found one of their products, this dress here. All right, I uploaded it to TinyEye, and TinyEye is showing me that there's 296 other websites selling this exact same dress. They even show you and give you the link. All right, so a lot of these drop shippers are trying to get traffic by posting these skirts and things like that, these dresses on on Pinterest, right? Here's all the different people that have posted this to their Pinterest page. But look, here's where it originates from, DHgate. Okay, so if you want, I can click over to DHgate. There's also Wanello. So Wanello is like the Wish copycat that's coming into the market and copying Wish, since Wish is worth billions in a matter of years. So how did Wish become worth billions in a matter of years? They did a couple interesting things. Again, One, they actually raised $250 million to get started. That kind of gave them a head start. But this is very interesting. If we look at this here, is that annually Wish spends $100 million on Facebook ads. $100 million on Facebook ads. So again, I don't know how you're going to plan to compete with that if you're just getting started with online marketing. They spend $100 million on Facebook ads. And guess what? That's how they became a company worth billions in just a matter of a few years. Now, like them, love them, hate them, despise them, whatever you think about Gary Vaynerchuk just like started talking about this, like how Wish became a multi-billion-dollar company. All right. And he said, how do they do it? They spent nearly 100% of their money on Facebook and Instagram advertising. Now, what's interesting is he says the biggest companies and brands in the world are the ones who take advantage of underpriced attention the most. So the biggest advertiser on Google AdWords when it was underpriced 8 years ago was Amazon. Okay, it was Amazon. So interesting trend here, guys. The fastest growing companies in the world are spending money on advertisements. They're doing it the actual right way. But you're going to see a lot of videos out there on YouTube and everywhere else. People are talking about Shopify and dropshipping and how it's so easy and things like that. You stand zero chance, guys. All right, now that is not to say that e-commerce is dead. I'm not going to go out there and go crazy and say e-commerce is dead. I'm just saying these guys, Wish has 500 million users. Monello, their copycat competitors right behind them with a bunch of users. People are on Amazon also, right, buying these same products from Alibaba and trying to sell it on Amazon, guys. There's no margins left. Okay, again, these big companies who are worth billions, all right, they buy all these crazy outfits and stuff, like in the tens of thousands of units at a time. They're always going to have cheaper prices. They already have the user base. They're already viral. They already have they're already outspending you on Facebook ads. So I just think the business model of trying to drop ship and in 2019 and in 2020, like it's just you have zero chance. Now again, that's not to say that I think that e-com is e-com is dead. Like I think e-com has a great play, but here are the plays for, in my opinion, for e-com. It's not drop shipping a product that everybody has access to and that the big players stand to absolutely crush you on. All right, if you do e-com, you need to do this. You need to have a custom, all right, I'm gonna write this out for you. You need to have a custom product, okay? So Shopify still works as a great e-com platform to sell on, but you need to have a unique product that everybody else in your mom can't also sell, and especially one that's not already listed on Monello, DHgate, Alibaba, or most importantly, is not listed on Wish for sale. So you need to have a custom product. If you want to do e-com, go develop your own skincare cream. Go figure out how to manufacture some other cool product or something like that that's specific to you and your brand that people can't immediately copycat. That's your only chance these days with e-com, because guess what? E-com and the drop shipping and the stories you hear about people making 6 figures and 7 figures, that worked like 4 or 5 years ago before Wish and all these big companies came along and just absolutely started crushing it, okay? So that's the first thing I want to say, is that e-com's still very much alive, but again, drop shipping, I don't think so, not so much. I don't think it's the best way to make money online right now. Where do I get started? Where do I go? I've heard so much about Shopify and e-commerce and things like that. Like I'm confused now. What's the best direction to head and stuff like that. Well, let me break something down for you guys. All right, fundamentally online, you kind of have options of different business models and different things you can do. All right, one of them, right, is e-commerce. Okay, now if you do e-commerce, guess what? You're going to need to have traffic to your website. All right, you have to get eyeballs on your products for sale in order to be able to actually sell them. Okay, so in one way, shape, or form, you're going to need to discover how to get web traffic. Well, we just saw, right, that the fastest growing companies are utilizing basically paid traffic. They're utilizing Facebook, utilizing Instagram right now. Okay, so they're utilizing Facebook and Instagram. So where should your focus be as an online marketer if you want to start making money online from like the get-go, ground zero? Or maybe you've been doing online marketing for a while and you haven't been succeeding. It's probably because your focus is in the wrong area. Because e-com isn't really about it's about the product. If you have a custom product, that's for sure. But like whether you actually still try to do drop shipping because you're crazy or whatever it is, right? Guess what? There's one fundamental skill set, all right, that you need to master no matter what you try and do. Okay, one skill set. So I'm gonna like scribble this out here. There's one skill set. All right, and that is, right, you're basically at this point in time, you're gonna need to know how to run Facebook and Instagram ads. whether you're doing Instagram, all right, whether you want to actually run like a marketing agency and do work for clients, right? You're gonna need to know how to run Facebook and Instagram ads for those clients. Whether you actually want to sell your own course, like an online course at some point. All right, you guys might be thinking like, I'm just getting started, but at some point I want to have my own course and I want to teach people how to do magic tricks or whatever it is, the cool skill set you have. Guess what? People aren't going to hear about you and know about you unless you can get eyeballs to you, and you're going to have to master Facebook and Instagram in order to be able to like sell an online course. So whatever it is you guys end up wanting to do online in one way, shape, or form, like no matter what business model and so forth that you choose to do, right? There's fundamentally one thing you need to master, and that's Facebook and Instagram advertisements, right? It's basically paid advertisements. At some point, Facebook and Instagram is going to become super, super expensive. That's several years away. There's going to be another traffic source and medium that's going to be popular and so forth. But again, what you always need to stay focused on, right, is the ability to acquire traffic affordably, right? And that opens up the doors and opportunities for whatever business model you choose. Now, I have a preference on what I think the best business model is. It is a cash flow positive business model, as in with e-commerce, right? Even if you decided, hey, I want to develop my own product, guess what? You better have some funding behind you, okay? Because guess what? It costs a lot of money to do manufacturing, product testing, all that stuff like that. You still have to build a website, you still have to have money for Facebook ads. You still need to build up reviews and trust and a brand and get exposure and PR and stuff like that to make your e-com store actually be trustworthy, where people will enter their credit card on that store to you, especially if they've never heard about you, okay? If you end up wanting to like have your own course and teach people how to do things, again, you're going to have plenty of expertise. You're going to have built up a following. You're going to have a name. You're going to have produced a lot of content. It's going to take a lot of time and things like that. Guys, I think the easiest way to make money online right now is this. It's simply running a digital marketing agency, because guess what? It costs you nothing. There is $0 involved to get started, and it's cash flow positive, as in clients pay you up front for the work you are about to do for them, right? So again, the reason so many new people are trying to break into online marketing and they're not being successful is they're going after all these business models, right, that require upfront capital, that have a ton of competition, and they're not focusing on fundamentally what the primary skill sets are that you need to master, which is Facebook and Instagram advertising as of right now, essentially in 2019 and in 2020, all right? So a lot of people saying this, the statistics all point to this. Gary Vaynerchuk, again, love him or hate him, he pointed out this is exactly how Wish basically is now is getting closer and closer to Amazon in terms of what they're doing with market share, is because they put 100% of their money into Facebook and Instagram advertising. All right, and so while these companies are growing super fast, right, 90% of Fortune 500 companies are declining in market share because they're still doing TV commercials and radio and all that old school marketing and so forth. All right, so guys, went on a ramble there, went on a tangent right there, but I just want to make sure you guys are clear and so forth. If you're not one of the 500 million users on Wish already, you probably will be soon. They also have men's stuff as well. I've been on Wish, and basically the way it works is that the prices are super low, and then they charge you like $10 or $15 for shipping and handling. People still think it's a deal and they buy it, and it doesn't even arrive at your house until like 3 months later. It's kind of just comical in a sense, but it is very addicting. So yeah, guys, those are my thoughts on dropshipping and so forth. Let me know what your questions and comments may be. Again, I don't think e-commerce is dead by any means. I think it's just gotten very, very saturated. I think you need a custom product these days. I have a lot of friends who have experience with internet marketing that are doing e-com. They have invested in their own custom product and they are crushing it. Great opportunity there. The drop shipping thing, guys, just make sure you're aware of the competition that's out there. Make sure you use sites like TinyEye, right? TinEye, right? To see how many people are potentially already selling the product that you're considering. All right, there's a lot of other ways and a lot of other tools out there that help you evaluate competition in that e-com space. Again, it's just there's a reason why people are getting crushed in the Shopify store space, and they're spending a lot of money and they're trying to figure out why sales aren't coming in. It's because fundamentally, guys, you need to master marketing. Fundamentally, you're going to need to have upsells. You're going to need to be a master at acquiring paid traffic affordably at a profit margin. And again, the last thing I'll add in, guys, is the one thing you'll hear, again, because you're still going to hear all these stories out there of people that are like, hey, I made 7 figures or 8 figures, $1 million I made 6 figures in 2 days with my Shopify store. Guys, the one thing they're not talking about is this right here. They rarely talk about their profit when they do any type of drop shipping, okay? Because there's not much profit margin. First, they're paying for the Facebook ads. Then they're still paying for the product at wholesale. Then they're actually paying the warehouse facility to actually hold the product and then ship the product once it's ordered. There's not much profit margin here, especially when you're a beginner at Facebook ads, because your cost per acquisition is going to be expensive. So again, you'll see screenshots everywhere of people that are like, hey, I did $10,000 in a week on my Shopify dropshipping store. Oh yeah, well, how much money went into your bank account, right? Probably like $100, okay? So the margins really aren't there. So just wanted to point that out, kind of make you guys aware of what's going on out there, and my thoughts and my ramblings on dropshipping and so forth. So guys, if you like this training, if you thought this was interesting and inspiring or something like that, if you want more training on what's going on with internet marketing, specifically like with Facebook ads right now, YouTube ads, and some other cool things like that, go ahead and hit that subscribe button. The next video I'm going to be coming out with is going to show you how you can make $1,000 a day online with no online experience and with zero capital up front. So if you think that's cool, hit the subscribe button. You'll get notifications for more trainings that are coming out like this one. Otherwise, guys, we will see you in the next video.